Welcome to the High Peak, everybody, as if nobody's ever seen the Peak District before. But we're at the High Peak Estate, Fairbrook. 700 years old. Sorry, 7,000 years old. Les has already found a way down to the water down there, but she's made her way back up again. I've parked in the lay-by up by the pub that isn't a pub anymore, I believe. So we're going to head up Fairbrook Naize and then we'll kind of see what we do. It's not as windy. I've not looked at the forecast today, I have to say. Should have looked again last night and this morning and I forgot, but when I looked, I think yesterday morning, it was like showing really, really windy up there. Well, like you know, gusting up to the 30s. I think yesterday it was gusting up to the and into the 40s, so I'm glad I didn't get here yesterday. I think we need to try and go up Fairbrook Naize, which is up there. I better have a look at the map and see how we actually get up there, because I don't see a path or a trail, or maybe there's a path through there. There must be. It's probably like one of the most popular spots there is. So, there's a path through there. I was going to say it would just be literally impossible for there not to be a well-worn path through here. Okay, so basically the plan is we get to the top of Fairbrook Naize and we'll kind of just see what the weather's like. I'll check the forecast, you know, once we get up there, because I don't think there'll be a signal here. Path is collapsed a bit there. Alright, well, I think what I'm going to do is because my fingers have got in sort of setting everything up and getting all my stuff on, and my fingers are quite cool. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get walking a bit and try and warm my fingers up a little bit just by walking. Lassie, as usual, just seems completely oblivious to the cold water. Oh, Lassie, I swear you've got antifreeze running in your veins. Oh, bless her, she's such a sweet dog. Oh. You want to go? It's funny, she's kind of walking past at the moment, like feigning that she's not interested. All right, well, we'll make our way up here a way. It's there's some ice there. That's a bit on the icy side. Oh. Oh, beautiful weather. I'm looking forward to some sunshine. I must admit, I am looking forward to the spring. Oh. I know I said I wanted to try some cold weather camping, but I must admit I am looking forward to some warm weather. Really don't like this cold weather so much. Okay, well we're near the top of Fairbrook Naize here. Just a little bit more to go. The wind is a northeasterly wind coming this way, and it looks unfortunately quite strong. There was me saying it's not very windy and it's not too bad. The forecast is showing that it's going to get up to the 40s this evening, so we're definitely going to have to try and find something a little bit sheltered out of that northeasterly. It's definitely a little bit well, we're not exactly going to call it snowy, but there's some ice forming down there. My fingers finally warmed up, but may very well have to put the gloves back on again in a minute. It's just cooling off a bit, but they warmed up. It took a little bit of time for them to warm up, and they were quite uncomfortable for a bit, but they did. It's kind of like one minute they're like really painful, well, not really painful, but you know, tenderly painful. So we'll have a couple of violins there, thank you. Water's flowing down there, but it's definitely on the frozen side. I don't have water, well, other than what I'm drinking, on me, so we will have to find water. You've got water over there, but I don't know, I'm not quite sure how you would get to that. Maybe you could get to that bit up there. I have got micro spikes with me, just in case. Oh, lassie. Go on then, if you have to. Go on then, you're only going to freeze. Go on then. Oh, that's cold, lassie. Go on then. I think when I was here, I don't know if it was it last year, with my other friend Chris, the other Chris, we camped up there on the left, but one, I think that's going to be exposed now, and two, I think he's been there since, and I think all the grass and everything has kind of grown around where we stopped, so I don't think that's a viable option. Okay, all right, well, there's nothing really to see here. It's just misty. It's nice and quiet though. It's definitely got that going for it. Well, we've reached the corner, because I recognise this area, this big flat stone thing. Yee. If you don't like heights, oh my giddy aunt. Lassie, come back here. Ready out. That's a bit of a drop off there. Well, it does ease back from that one. I think the path goes down there past that stone over there. I think I've seen some YouTubers wandering around that stone. Of course, it's just typical the day I come up here. You can't see anything for the fog. It's ice everywhere. Well, actually, it's not that bad, really, to be honest. Oh, I got to figure my way around how to get down. All right, I'll meet you over there. Well, there's that stone thing that's quite popular with the tourists. that's where all the tourists go and have their photographs taken next to that. There's a bit of rain coming on in now. Oh, it's not very nice. I think they should have just made the earth just like a temperate climate everywhere. I think every day of the year should be like sort of, what about, you know, okay, comment below, if we were going to make the earth an exact temperature, what would we go for? About 75 Fahrenheit? Because 80 is on the warm side, isn't it? 80 is nice, but it's quite warm. 70 can still be quite nippy, you know. I remember when I was younger, my grandparents used, oh, it's 70, you know, like it's hot. I still think 70 is on the cool side. 80 is starting to get on the warm side. So I reckon the perfect temperature would be about 75 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in. you double centigrade and add 30, so take 30 away from 70, so that's 40, 50, 60, 70, yeah, 40, and then half that, 20, you know, so about 20 centigrade would probably be quite nice. So we're probably walking on the north rim now, because we've done the sort of the Fairbrook Naize bit, and that's obviously, is that the top of Ringing Roger or something? I don't know. I mean, don't I'm not saying it is, I don't know. I mean, I could be, there is a Ringing Roger here, but I mean, I could be miles out. I'm just saying. I don't know. Okay, all right, well, we're gonna wander around here, and then we're gonna have to find somewhere to camp later. It's just coming up to 12, so we've still got 4 hours of daylight. We might have to grab some water somewhere, because I think for camp, I think we're going to have to head inland and try and find something in there. The people that know this area, there's probably some stones or something just up here that they hide behind, you know, camp behind. Ooh, it's a bit crunchy mud. Yeah, but it's definitely, it's cooling off now, that is for sure. I've put these gloves back on again. Whew, wait. Okay. All right, well, there's some more stones there. Can't really show you. I'm sure the views are quite spectacular, but I can't see anything. If nothing else, it's a bit of exercise. Yeah, it's a bit of exercise really, isn't it? And it's a little bit of experience of cold. It's cold enough. I mean, it's chilly. It's probably about 0, well, it has to be about 0, doesn't it? Because you've got ice on the ground. I notice now everybody's new weather temperature rating thing is, it's not the actual temperature. I notice now everyone's using the wind chill as the temperature these days. Is that to make it feel colder than it actually is? You know, the actual air temperature. Ooh, it looks a bit narrow through there. Oh, I think we've I think we'll go around that way. It's dripping. There's water dripping off there, so it must be hovering. Oh, here's the easy path here. So it must be hovering at or just above zero. Ooh. It must be hovering at or just above zero. You know, if water's actually dripping in places. Okay. Alright, okay, yeah. That's a better path. Nice easy path. Well, one advantage of it being on the nippy side, or the boggy stuff, that would certainly would have been fun to get through, is frozen solid. I just remembered something else as well when we were talking about ideal temperatures, and I was saying the ideal temperature would be 75, and then I was trying to work it out in centigrade, and I was just working on 70. So so you can't really take 30 away from, you can't really take 30 away from 5, can you? But anyway, probably about 22 and a bit centigrade. That's some ice over there. Ooh. I checked the temperature and it's about 1.2, although I don't know if it's kind of settled down properly yet. And the wind chill is about -1 to -3, depending on when the wind comes through. To be fair, it's quite pleasant really at the moment. So, oop. E. E. That's a bit sinky and crunchy. Yeah. We must be getting fairly close to the point where I tried to come up. Get excited. Last year, and it was too windy, and I had to back down because I couldn't even move up here. I was just literally being blown off my feet. Eee, that's a drop down there, and of course we're coming the wrong way around. I think the path is over this way a bit. Oh, we can go that way. Follow Lassie. Oh, Lassie. Oh. Okay, well, it goes down that way, or that's strange. It kind of goes that way and that way. Oh, we'll go this way. That's a little breeze coming up that valley. So obviously just be careful that you don't stand on the icy bits. Yep. But I haven't seen a soul yet. I mean, I came up. Oh, I looked at the map. I know that wasn't Ringing Roger as well. Ringing Roger's over that way somewhere. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody up here yet. Not a soul. I must admit, this is definitely better than in the summer when it's just heaving with tourists. Mind you, we're on the northish wall, aren't we? So it's probably not as popular here. When we get over to the waterfall area, which is kind of where we're heading, I think there will be more. Maybe we might see someone around there. Okay, just show you the misty view. It's just wall to wall mist. There's some stones over there, because at some point we're going to take a pretty sudden left-hand turn. Oh, like I said, I must admit, one advantage of being cold is this mud is frozen, so that does help walking on that. That's a big that is a big bonus. That's a very good bonus, that one. Yeah, so we came up Fairbrook Naize. That looks interesting because that's icy there. Alright, well, I've just taken the wind speed and we're on the south side, so the wind is now gusting right across the tops, and it's supposed to get up to the 40s, and we're struggling to walk, and it's about 20-25. Ooh. At the moment, and it's even at 20-25, you're getting caught. It's not easy walking at 25, I have to say. And I checked the wind chill, because that's the in thing now. I noticed the air temperature is about +1. But that's not really very dramatic, is it? It's +1. But the wind chill, that's about -6. -6 wind chill. Yeah, freeze your butt off up here. Oh. So, I think the plan is we'll get to the waterfall, and then we're going to follow the waterfall or the river inland and see if we can find somewhere a little bit sheltered. I'll check the forecast for tomorrow in case there's no signal, but today and tomorrow look quite similar really. There's still not really very much to see. It's still misty. The sun is trying to come out this path along here. This is a very, very well worn path. You do occasionally get, you know, quite muddy bits which are now frozen, or rocky bits that you kind of got to work your way around, but generally pretty easy going. It's a path, so oh, hang on. So what we got here, so it goes that way. We don't want to go down, do we? So we probably need to go that way. We'll check the map. This might be, I don't know whether that's the waterfall or not. We'll have a look. It's quite definitely on the brisk side. Anyway, you can see a bit down there. Okay, all right. As I was saying, and then the GoPro battery died at 30% in this cool. So GoPro's not brilliant when it's cold. If you watch the live stream, that was something that Anthony mentioned in that live stream. Yeah, so that's not the waterfall down there, but it's we're getting close. We've walked past now probably about half a dozen or more people now. I thought this area around here would be, you know, more popular, and unsurprisingly it is. That's the head of the valley in there, so I don't know what the waterfall would normally look like, because it's all rather cold and frizzed. So I don't know whether that's part of the waterfall or whether it's just a bit right at the top. I guess we'll find out in a minute. All right, well, we'll keep wandering around and we'll catch up in a minute.